Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. And where I'm at right now, you guys, is I'm at an airport, so I'm going to calm down a little bit and sit in this corner over here before they call TSA on me. So, really excited to be reporting to you guys. I'm going to have a seat here real quick. Now, what I'm going to talk to you guys today about is an article that came out from NerdWallet about how 28 million people right now want to purchase a house. And the reason why I want to talk to you guys about this, in the middle of an airport is the narrative that's being spun right now is absolutely crazy. So what I'm going to do today, you guys, is I'm going to put that article in perspective to what's going on right now. Because the question is that everyone seems to be asking, except for me, although I do ask myself this to stay sharp, is there going to be a bunch of buyers flood back into the market in 2023? So we're really going to jump into that today. Now, the reason I'm at the airport is I'm about to forego a 4-day trip around the nation, and I'm going to investigate several metro areas just to report back to you guys whether or not these places are crashing. So I'm actually going to go to 3 metro areas. I'm going to go to 2 developments and make 2 videos each metro area, and I'm hopefully going to review about 24 builders. So I'm super excited, you guys, and that's why I'm at this airport, and that's why I'm kind of looking around for TSA, because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have a giant camera out right now, right? And talking to you guys. But regardless, you guys know how shameless I can get. And remember, you guys, I'm not your financial advisor, even if I want to be, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, adventurous, someone that's going to fly around the nation to get you guys boots on the ground data. And for that drive, you guys, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, shoot me a comment below. But regardless, you guys, let's get started on this article right now. And the name of the article from NerdWallet is titled Home Shoppers to Face High Rates, Economy with Resolve. So I've been hearing a lot of things from Glenn Kilman at Redfin, and I think I just put that video out. Starting to see the sentiment kind of shift back over onto the fear of missing out onto the buyers. So I really think it's important that you guys pay attention to this, because you don't want to run back into the market too soon. You want to purchase outside of the bubble. Now, here's the argument that a lot of people are making. They're saying that we're not in a bubble because of inventory, and the reality is the bubble is not, from inventory. The bubble is because equity went up 40% in 2 years, and that's the bubble we're talking about. Their argument, you guys, is we don't have enough inventory for prices to continue to decline. And that's one of the reasons why I'm flying out today, is because I want to go to these so-called crashing metro areas just to get boots on the ground information to see what I can find that's not on MLS, and basically I'm going to just dig into new construction. But you guys, regardless, I'm going to jump into this article right now. Let's see what it has to say. For the 5th year in a row, about 8 in 10 Americans, or 83%, say buying a home is a priority for them, according to a new NerdWallet survey, remaining consistent in the face of the pandemic and a tumultuous economy and housing market that has generally benefited sellers. So the thing is, you guys, I just really want to point out first here is Americans have always wanted to buy. I really hate this narrative, like, there's 28 million people that want to purchase. And when I hear that, guys, when I hear there's 28 million people, the first thing that I'm thinking is, why is there only 28 million people? Right now, there's approximately 44 homes being rented out. If you have a minimum of 2 people per home, that means there's 88 million people right now, roughly based on 2 people per residence, that are renting. So why isn't the full 88 million people roughly that are renting want to purchase, right? So, again, this whole narrative, people rushing back in the market, money on the sidelines. You guys, I know there's money on the sidelines. I know there's going to be institutional investing, but my thing is I don't think that is grounds for us to rush back into the market and have the fear of missing out. But let's see what Americans are feeling. Let's go back into the article. Also consistent, the overly optimistic share of those planning to make such a purchase in the coming year. About 28 Americans, or 11% of them, plan on purchasing a home in the next 12 months, according to NerdWallet survey conducted online by Harris Poll among 2,051 U.S. adults from December 1st through 5th, 2022. This rate has been steady, ranging from 9 to 11% of the population since we first asked in 2019. And as with years past, the numbers reflect an unrealistic optimism even in 2021 when the market was on fire. year, about 6 million existing homes were sold. Home buyers haven't caught a break since the beginning of the pandemic, said Holden Lewis, NerdWallet Home and mortgage expert. Competition among buyers was fierce in 2020 and in 2021, and honestly, you guys, the beginning of 2022. And then mortgage rates skyrocketed in 2022. The housing market finally might be friendlier to buyers in 2023. Mortgage rates could fall and home prices might decline in some places. You guys, here's what's wrong with this narrative. Again, much more than 28 million people usually want to purchase, but here's my question, and I'm not picking on anyone. And again, as a loan officer of 2 decades, I see this all the time, but I'm wondering, out of that 28 million people, how many people are actually working towards home ownership, right? How many people have bad credit? How many people don't have money, right? And things like that. So, the thing is, guys, and remember what I'm saying here, there has been an overwhelming amount of demand always. From the dawn of time, people want to purchase homes and they want security for themselves and their family. So the demand has always been there, and that's one of the reasons why we're in the bubble. The Federal Reserve released the floodgates of demand. It doesn't matter how much supply we have when you release the floodgates of hyper demand. So I just want you to put that in perspective, you guys. Let's jump back into the article and see what else it has to say. But first, let me reference this U.S. Census data. I want to just reference the fourth quarter of 2022, 44.1 million households are being rented out. So if you times the 44 million by 2, right, so 2 people per household, again, that's where I'm getting 88 million people. So why are only 28 million people want to purchase when there's roughly over 88 million people renting, right? And there's more than that. I'm just saying this based on the U.S. Census. Key findings: many buyers may have unrealistic home price expectations. 1 in 9 or 11% of Americans plan on buying a home in the next 12 months, and those prospective buyers hope to spend $269,200 on average. That is significantly, here's the problem, that's why I'm questioning this number. That is significantly lower than the typical home price as of October 22, which was $379,100, according to the National Association of Realtors. So, a lot of these people that are overly optimistic, y'all, they can't afford a house, right? So I don't believe that there is going to be a rush of buyers going back into the market, personally, unless the Federal Reserve completely U-turns and we get mortgage rates in the 2 and 3% again. I could see it at that point, but not where we're at in 5 and 6s, because the equity growth happened when rates were at 2 and 3%, right? So let's jump back into the article. Many Americans blame the economy and mortgage rates for feeling worse about 2023 home buying prospects. About 1/3 or 32% of Americans feel worse about their ability to purchase a home in 2023 than they did in 2022. Regardless of whether buying a home is in their plans, this is up from 25% when asked last year. The top reasons for feeling worse include a worsening economy, 58% thinks worsening economy, and higher mortgage rates, and that is 57%. Most people surveyed expect a housing market crash. 2/3 or 67% of Americans say housing market crash is imminent within the next 3 years. And y'all, I'm obviously with one of those people. The question is how long will the crash continue, and how deeply will it affect prices and equity? Because we've already seen some cities like Seattle, San Jose, Austin, right, places like that not only have negative rent decline, but they also have massive price decline. So really the question is what everyone is asking, right, is how much will that spread? And I believe we need to remember that we are in an everything bubble that's spread throughout the nation. So I believe, there will be different levels of equity decline depending on the metro area, but I don't believe any metro area is going to escape a recession and negative equity decline completely. Most, 70% of Americans who had plans to purchase a home in 2022, a small share, 4% of those who fell short of their plans, say they canceled them because they changed their mind about purchasing a home. Home buying budgets may need a reality check, or the housing market needs a reality check and needs to reset, and prices need to come down, right? But regardless, the 11% of Americans planning to purchase a home in the next 12 months hope to spend $269,200. So real quick, you guys, so this article is pointing to an even smaller number, right? So 11% of Americans only. So again, my question is why don't the other 89% of Americans want to purchase? So either they're priced out or they don't don't want to walk into a negative equity trap. And here's the leading indicator. You guys want to know the leading indicator and why people move? A significant life event. Not interest rates, not mortgage payments, it's significant life events. If someone has a baby, job relocation, right? Anything significant, they're gonna move. Right? They're gonna move, I'm telling you guys. And if they own a house and they have to move, they're gonna put their house on the market. Maybe a lot of them will try to rent it. If they can't rent it, I'm telling you guys, in order to sell right now, in many metro areas, they're gonna have to price cut under market value just to sell their house. Now, again, I'm seeing that in my metro. I'm seeing it a lot in Austin, and I'm really hoping that you guys continue to report to me and to the viewers on what's happening in your metro area. But let's get back into the article. Relatedly, the survey found 86% of Americans say homes currently for sale in the U.S. are overpriced. Setting a realistic home buying budget doesn't only ensure you end up with a manageable mortgage payment, it also makes the shopping process easier by drawing a line in the sand before you begin. You can limit your search and have a clear-cut point at which you walk away from negotiations. Finding room in your budget for more can easily lead to overextension and buyer's remorse once you've closed. And again, you guys, that's why I'm saying take your time. You don't want to be like 75% of Americans that purchased in 2021 and the first part of 2022 with buyer's remorse. This is the biggest financial transaction of your life. Do y'all really want buyer's remorse? And that's why I keep saying cautious, cautious, too much dust in the air. Owning real estate is a blessing. I think everyone should own a house. But again, right now, you guys, I'm just suggesting let's just take a little bit of caution because a lot is happening and it's really echoing similar patterns to 2007. Let's jump back into the article. The economy negatively impacted outlooks. And guys, I'm really sorry about all this noise. Please keep watching my video. I'm in a corner in a restaurant. You guys can see the airplane right there. And yes, unfortunately, I'm flying Spirit because I'm not like Meet Kevin. I'm not a baller. I would love to ride on some private jet like Meet Kevin, but unfortunately I can't. I'm stuck to Spirit, sitting in a corner at a bar right now, trying to give you guys a video before I hop on that plane. And again, real quick, you guys, I'm gonna put out my first video of the 6 videos out on Sunday. So I really hope you guys tune in on Sunday to catch my first metro area and what I was able to find. So stay tuned to that. But regardless, let's jump back in. The economy negatively impacted outlooks. About 1/3 or 32% of Americans feel worse about their ability to purchase a home in 2023 versus 2022, regardless of whether they plan to do so, according to the survey. This is up from 25% who felt similar when we asked last year. It marks the first time in the past 3 annual surveys that most Americans said they feel worse about buying in the new year than felt better. Regardless of whether or not you plan to purchase a home, do you feel better or worse about the overall ability to purchase a home in 2023 or upcoming year compared to 2022? So if we look here, you guys, this is really interesting because it's comparing right now compared to 2022. And you know, what I'm really noticing here is, quite frankly, people feel worse right now, 32%, right? So, you know, obviously the red chart represents 2023, the blue horizontal line represents 2022, the green line is 2021, and you guys can see that it has accelerated from 25% last year to 32%. So the good thing is a significant amount of people, it appears, either they're being priced out or they're getting smart and deciding to hold up. And now, you know, and here's the thing, you guys, deciding to hold up can potentially put you in a much better situation than you're in right now. If you guys hold up or you move back in or whatever you guys got to do to cut expenses, if that puts you in a situation to improve your credit, save more money, and increase your income, then you guys will win. All of this rushing into the housing market is complete nonsense, you guys. We need to take our time right now. When everything gets back to normal, by all means, go rush out and YOLO and go purchase homes. But right now, caution, in my opinion, just my opinion, I'm just saying be cautious, right? Caution is needed, you guys. Let's jump back into the article and finish this out. Most 2022 would-be buyers fell short. 3 in 10 or 30% of Americans who had plans to purchase a home in 2022 were successful. They either purchased or were in the process of doing so at the time of the survey. That leaves 70% of people, you guys, thank goodness, 70% of people who were not successful at purchasing a home in 2022. And And I'm saying, you guys, real quick, just listen to me real quick. I'm saying those 70% are lucky and blessed because potentially they dodged a bullet, right? Especially if they're in like Austin, Seattle, Las Vegas, Phoenix, San Jose, anywhere in California, right? So thank goodness the Federal Reserve did what they did. The unfortunate thing is they were a little bit late. We know that much of this pain could have been avoided if the 70% of prospective buyers who planned to but did not purchase in 2022, the most common reason they were unsuccessful include 26% say they made at least one offer and on at least one home, but it did not go under contract. So that's pretty crazy. So 26% of that number put an offer in, got rejected, and probably quit. Can you really blame them? Now, next, 26% of that group postponed for canceled those plans because they couldn't afford the available home. So that's the priced out part, right? That's actually also good. 25% postponed or canceled their plans because they couldn't find available homes that met their needs. And you guys remember, real quick, just listen to me real quick. If you waited right now, in most metro areas, you no longer have to overbid. You no longer have to waive contingencies. You no longer have to purchase real estate on a computer. You can actually take your time, review the area, and do a lot more research. So in that alone, you guys, we have all won. Not to mention what it's pointing out, you guys, is the inventory. Even if I wanted to purchase in 2021, the middle of 2021, I couldn't because all that was available in my local housing market was overpriced homes that I hated. So again, you guys, count your blessings right now, right? This is just stage one. We don't know exactly what's going to happen stage 2 and 3, but the thing is, stage 1, it happened at historical rates. So really, you guys, keep your eyes on the Federal Reserve and what they do next. Now let's finish out this article. Longer term home buyer goal, save money. Buyers with a longer time frame, those planning to purchase sometime in the next 5 years, are already thinking about how they can save money, thank goodness. About 2 in 5 Americans, or 41%, plan on buying a home in the next 5 years, and 93% of this group say they're already using or planning to use strategies to make the process more affordable. So in conclusion, you guys, I believe that we're blessed with the rare opportunity. Again, the longer we wait, the better deal we get. The sooner we buy, the bigger risk we are at. So in the meantime, again, work on your mindset. Be an expert in your local housing market. Figure out rent ranges, what the market rent is, what the average price is, right? Have your realtor do several market analysis for you as you interview them, right? Have that be part of the interviewing thing. But again, as you're on the sideline, take it as an opportunity to improve credit, income, and assets. And one thing, guys, don't forget to love your family. Don't forget to love yourself and your life. Now what I got to do is go board a plane because I'm off to my first metro area. I'm going to release a video on Friday to tell you what the first metro area that I covered is. But other than that, guys, wish me luck. I'm about to board now. But regardless, I hope you guys got some new insights, perspective, and value. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I wish you luck and I hope you win.